Hello, everyone. Uh, Welcome to the stream. I take it you've all watched the finale. If not, go watch the finale. We are done with the Freak Marbles tournament. Um, and definitely not what I wanted. And I have to reiterate when Mimi let themselves down, let their fan base down, let the whole team down. Is this what like uh Cobalt's fans feel like? Is this what Solar Flare fans feel like? All six of them, seven of them maybe. But you just put your hopes up into these marbles, and then the outcome just isn't what you want, and your day's ruined. Is that what this is? Yeah. Thumbnail already knew what the thumbnail had to be. Had to, it, it had to have pea pods. It had to have the wedding photo of me and Mimi. It had to have Mike Wazowski color corrected to look more like Jelly Eye, and then it's never a Thesaurus Dinosaurus thumbnail without Marson. Can't believe we've gone so long without Marson. Celebrated 5 years of this channel. Okay, 5 years. I only had Marson for like a half of this last month. We've had 4.5 years of thumbnails with no Marson. I am making up for lost time. Okay, Marson is the greatest thing to happen to Team Primary since Made Prim, and Made Prim and Marson are the only two good things that happen to Team Primary because Team Primary is just bad. Speaking of bad, a lot of the marbles in this tournament, love them all. These are all great marbles. Again, I hearken from the time of oh, why is Discord still streaming? Oh, I'm still streaming on Discord. That is hilarious. Wow, that could have gone really bad really quick. And anyone could have just joined that Discord call and just absolutely messed with the stream. Uh, so uh, lost my train of thought. Amazing that I had a train of thought to start with. Uh, don't worry about the Dre Day instrumental. Yeah, this is not how I expected things to go. It is going to make the Mimi rap very difficult now. Or maybe it won't. We'll see. I'm good at coming up with ideas. Uh yeah, so we have the whole thumbnail. That was with yeah, so all that, and then Marbles in the Sand harkens back to arguably the most cringe attempt at clickbait that this channel has tried. Yeah, let's just get into it. The sooner in, the sooner we don't have to talk about Jelly Eye ever again, and I think that is the best for everything. Can't complain about Gollum's performance. No, you really can't. I mean, we could find a way. I leave it to me. I will find a way to complain about Gollum. We need to go back to the we need to go back to the predictions that I made for these marbles because they have aged so well. So well. Just absolutely so well. Love the update. Love love the updated scoring system for the finals. 3 races, DNFs don't get any points. Why was that not the case in the earlier rounds? Because there were worse performances in the earlier rounds than in the final, although that third race, very rough. I don't believe we got sand conditions at all. We got the art credits, got the nice aerial footage. Gotta see which one's Jim. Jim Turn is somewhere in this. That might be Ella. That might be Ella. Oh, that might be Jim Turn. Or actually, that might be. It's very tough to see. But I don't think we got. Oh yeah, I don't think we got a chart on sand conditions. But the sand conditions, the weather was not there. That rain put just an interesting hiccup into everything for the finale. But you know, sometimes we like monkey wrenches. Sometimes you gotta expect the unexpected when it comes to things like this. The weather just an absolute wild card. Anything can happen with the rain. We could have slow ups. We could have absolute bursts of speed. We had a little of both. Some DNFs. Had some DNFs. Just can't believe what happened to Mimi in Group C. This should be Mimi's. This should be Mimi's finale. This should be Mimi's finale. We're starting a poll. We got four. We got 4 selections, 4 choices. We need a Freak Marbles season 2. Rip Peapod, yeah. Extremely rough. Yeah, here we go. Man, I was booing. I was literally booing Botbox. Phantasma. Loving Phantasma. Glow in the dark. Halloween, very spoopy. Flame Fighter, always a goat. The Luchadors. What I wanted the Luchadors to do better than they did. And then Gollum, the rarest gold C3PO looking Jelly Eye. Boo and Jelly Eye. Johnny the Bull, they're okay. They're fine. And then Peapod. It was in alphabetical order. I realized that when I was like, why haven't they said Peapod yet? Why haven't they said Peapod yet? Why did they start with Baba? Because they're doing an alphabetical order. Peapod, let's go! Peapod Goat putting all of the hopes and the dreams of all the adorable marbles on they back. And it just couldn't happen. It's very sad to see, at least for me. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, here's the weather stats. But it's amazing how quick the race just started. Greg Woods was still in the middle of his cadence. He was still rambling on about the weather, rambling on about the conditions and the track. And then he didn't even get a chance to say, and we're rolling. Did he say penultimate? I know I didn't do a bingo for this. But it's always a good day when Greg Woods says penultimate. You were booing Peapod. Why is hating on Botbox crazy? Hating on Peapod crazy? What are you doing booing Peapod? Come on. Look at... where they look at this face. You say, look, that's adorable. It's like a puppy. It's like a puppy. Come on. Sand conditions, absolute horrible. And then it's up, and then we're rolling. And Greg Woods is like, "Whoa, we're rolling? We're rolling? What the heck?" All of a sudden, we're still talking about the sand conditions, the track, the rain. Very seldom. We don't really get any rain. Not really tournaments, but just events. And it's been a sort of luck, I guess, that whenever they do a sand rally for, SMR or for the Marble League, that the weather holds up, conditions are at least a 3 out of 10. They're okay. Like 5 out of 5 perfection, right? But we've never had 2 out of 5 windy, rainy. So that's always a toss-up. And the rain definitely played a huge factor. A huge factor into how some of these marbles performed, and by some of, I do mean Peapod, because they were hopping on the struggle bus. Hopping on a struggle bus. At the 28-second mark, is that a Momo marble spectating the race? 28-second. Do we get an early glimpse of Momo? What is it? 28:32. 28-second mark. I mean, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, that. Oh. I don't know. That looks a bit too teal to be a Momo marble. But it's possibly, not a lot of SMR marbles in the stands. Not a lot of ML marbles in the stands. All right, let's actually get to the race now. Peapod improved every race. That's correct. Correct statement. It's just a shame that, see, look, they start out with the lead, and then it's like, oh, they just couldn't maintain any speed, any momentum, and it's pain, and you can see them struggling at spots that the other racers aren't having any issue with. It's not really, I don't know what it is. It can't be a weight issue. It couldn't be like a patina, like Glossy versus Matt or something. But it is very strange how bad they were getting burnt in the first 2 races. Even the last one, they started losing ground. But this one, it was almost immediate. It's like, yay, Peapod. Oh no, Peapod. For whatever reason, they just couldn't handle momentum. Chalking it up to skill issue, unfortunately. Unfortunately for Peapod. Very good for anyone not named Peapod. Golem's up there, Peapod's up there. Johnny's up there trying to get past Jelly Eye. Jelly Eye playing great defense. Johnny was still one of those marbles we were trying to, watch out for. And then Peapod, absolute pain, thought they were going to lose it. Move of the century. If only this amounted to literally anything in this race or in the subsequent races, if only Peapod had a shot, because this move, if you remember, throwback to spring and the Sand Marble Rally, Cool Moody going airborne, absolute Just gotta send it. Flashbacks to that by Peapod making a quick move, subsequently loses the spots, jumps up 2 spots, immediately drops 2 spots because that is just how Peapod do. Wasn't their day, unfortunately. Let's hope, let's pray that Freak Marbles comes out with the season 2 just so we can get the shark in and just so we can get some Peapod redemption, some Mimi redemption, some Piggly redemption. Piggly gonna need some saving. That man is actual bacon by this point. But let's frame by frame it because Peapod out here giving me a heart attack. The last thing I wanted as a Peapod DNF. Like, finish the race I could live with, right? Piggly not finishing any races last week. I do not want a DNF from one of the cutest marbles out there. Over the embankment, I'm like, Peapod, what are you doing? Peapod testing my heart. It's bad enough being a Seattle fan. Day in and day out. Need 3 straight wins. Peapod basically needing 3 straight wins to save face. Because remember, they DNF'd their first go around, thought they weren't going to make it. Run it back. Boom. Win. How you doing? Keep it moving. I thought that was going to be the case. I didn't want Peapod to DNF right here, right now. Just got to send it. Gets a 2-spot advantage. And then can't stay off the walls. Pulling some of that Haze Amaze, just cannot stay off the walls. And loses that space. And meanwhile, Gollum can just, I mean, not really take their sweet time. Because the rain, that's a really nice shot. I wonder if we can get the Roz for that. But the rain was still slowing him up. It definitely looked like Gollum was gone. And I mean, they basically were. And then Peapod is back there. Jelly Eyes there. Phantasma's there. That's nice. Phantasma with a nice move. But it's just that straightaway Gollum was able to maintain all sorts of speed. Take the middle. No DNFs in the first one. Peapod led a whole 1.5 seconds, and then it was just a struggle bus from then on out. Sad times. Freak Marbles plus Marbula 1 masterpiece. Do you think Freak Marbles should do indoor track on a Marbula 1 track? Because it's possible. It's possible. These are giant marbles. 30 millimeters is an inch. I think. My rough estimate said yes. I haven't had to do math in a while. But 30 millimeters versus 16 of what the Marble League marbles are. World of difference. Literally almost twice the size. So if you put these marbles on an M1 with the regular M1 track sized walls, they're just gonna roll right off. So, I mean, get higher walls for that maybe. I'd like to see that. They're too big for M1. There'd be no passing. That is basically what would happen. You'd have to wait for unforced errors. Yeah, that is a good point. All right. One race down. How do they stack up? JMR isn't here. Yeah, it is 10 o'clock in the Netherlands. So can't blame them. Oh, Peapod. Sad times. Sad times. In inches, 2.5 centimeters. And these are 3 centimeters. Holy cow. That's... These are big marbles. And are they out yet? I need to know what their US shipping is. Again, not sponsored by them, but the whole point of this tournament is to show off these marbles, buy our toys. And like, I need these. I need these. I don't care if it's blind bag. I don't want a Gollum. Okay, Gollum the rarest, looking like the rarest for a reason. I don't want a Gollum. I don't want a bot box. Give me Peapod. Give me Mimi. Call it good. All right, Piggly, I'll be fine with. But give me 50 Mimis. If Mimi is the most common of all the freak marbles, even better. Even better. Looking at their site right now, Monster Eye is the DJ and not Jelly Eye. So we're all incorrect on that. So gonna make a diss track even harder. But the diss track is coming along splendid. I went over that yesterday during the 5-year anniversary stream. And I might go over it again because I do have like an hour, have a whole lot of stuff to cover. Jelly Eye solos, unfortunately. How is this vote go? We got 14 votes. Everyone's voting for Mimi. Let's go. Mimi best marble. Everyone needs to vote Mimi. Mimi best. Mimi is good because I said so. And here's Raze too. They're really ramping things up. No countdown, no bated breath. Not even the ding ding ding. I guess you don't need a Ghost Marble for this. Ghost Marble ain't gonna do a whole lot with you know, marbles that have a 5. Is it 25 or 20 millimeters for SMR? Either way, they're small in comparison to these freak marbles. But not even like that. That's the best thing about having a ghost marble. It's not the fact that they don't do their job in freeing any stuck marbles, but they serve as the ding, 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 like a nice countdown. I am a fan of a good countdown. The sudden gate opening, and oh look, Peapod is out in front to blow another lead. But just like the pacing seemed a bit off on this one, and I guess it is just because they have 3 races they need to get on. Mimi can be the ghost marble they were ghosting the whole season. Listen, that's a good joke. That's a great joke even. But I'm gonna need you to not. Either is Mimi or Piggly is a ghost marble. You're toying with my feelings here. Okay? Okay? Is this what it feels like? Is this how it feels like to chew 5 gum, to be a Cobalt's fan, to put all of your emotional bearing on how some marbles do at rolling down a hill, and then they just roll down the hill so badly, and then it's just mocked relentlessly. Sad times. Peapod copy and Mimo from Arbula 1 Season 4. Absolute pain. Mimo. There are enough fanfics of sad Mimo. Don't need to add more fuel to the fire. Yeah, so Jelly I have words about Jelly Eye that cannot be streamed live, said live on this stream, because I don't want to lose my monetization. I need money for what I do. But credit Jelly Eye. A phrase that I never wanted to say, but we have Peapod out in front, coming out the gate again. And then it seemed like it was gonna be a battle between them and Jelly Eye. But just watch Jelly Eye maintain their speed and Peapod just absolutely drop. And it's no credit to Golem, no credit to Fury Fighter, Mighty Fighter. The one of 2 luchadors. There is something, maybe it's mental, because Peapod was in no way being outperformed by Golem or that one luchador. I can never remember their names. But Peapod was not being outperformed. There's nothing that these two were doing that Peapod wasn't also doing. Peapod was just slipping. They were just slipping. And like maybe the rain had something to do with it. Course conditions. It looked a lot better compared to race 1. Race 1 was just about a slip and slide, which again, really cool. We don't get any events in the rain. Get plenty of marbles in the sand. But we never have any impromptu water events. But compared race 1 to race 2, race 2 looking a lot better. Looked like the rain stopped. The sand's looking a lot better, at least at this freeze frame. So there's really nothing for Peapod to get hung up on, to get slowed down on. No, I mean, we did have some interesting wet patches in the track later on. But there is nothing to, you know, poor about these the sand condition. There's nothing to get Peapod tripped up on. It's just a skill issue. Flame Fighter or Fury, yeah. I want to call it Fury Fighter. That's why I was mixing them up. Fury, Flame Fighter and Golem up here. Doing nothing out of the ordinary. They're just rolling down. And Peapod, rest in peace, Peapod sales. Rest in peace, Piggly sales. Piggly sales about to drop off the face of the earth. You're about to have Piggly stock at an all-time low. and then Peapod. And then Peapod tried to run it back, but they just couldn't for whatever reason. Meanwhile, Phantasma not even on the screen. Okay? So, like, GG Phantasma. And I like Phantasma. That was the thing. That was the thing. I liked it. They glow in the dark. And they look cute in chains, but spoopy. Because they're blue with the spoopy face and they glow in the dark. Perfect for the spoopy time season. And they're not even on the screen. And then it's just Jelly at home sweet home. Like maintaining all sorts of speed. Staying off the walls beautifully. Got a bit high. Got a bit high. I was praying for a Jelly DNF. I was begging whatever marble gods abandoned Mimi. Praying to whatever marble gods abandoned Piggly. Let Jelly DNF. They go high on that wall. They run it back because Jelly just got that dog in him. Unfortunately, for anyone not named Jelly for anyone specifically named Peapod, and for anyone named Thesaurus Xenosaurus, which, I don't know. I don't know anyone with that name. A waxy surface on Peapod's leaves doing all that sliding? Maybe? Quite possibly. But they were able to run it back during Heat A, is the interesting thing. This also does look like a different track. I do believe this is a different track. And yet you can see the rain was picking up a bit. You can see this patch a lot wetter than that patch. Peapod struggling on either of them. Jelly not struggling on either of them. Fury trying to challenge for second. Peapod just trying to stay in it. Jelly just absolutely cooking. Just no errors at all. Just, I don't know what it is. It's the anti-skill issue. Greg just then saying the wet patches help.
They've compacted the sand. That is actually faster on wet sand because it is compacted. So you'll see the marbles trying to veer for wetter patches to try to get that speed boost.
That did not appear to be the case for me. I thought the wetter sand was making for worse conditions, but what do I know? I am not an athlete by any stretch of the imagination. I get winded bringing in groceries. Oh, that is not unpausing. That is just unmuting the desktop audio. So here we go. Another patch. I thought Peapod. Right there. The wall is just angled so weird. But it is angled high, so it doesn't look like you could DNF on that. That would actually take some skill to do. But Peapod did try, testing my heart a bit there. And then, yeah, it is just Jelly And then that straight away, I knew it was over. No one's catching him. No one in the frame. And then Gollum, and then TIE Fighter, and then Peapod. Peapod at least running a back top half finish. More than a lot of marbles could say. And then Phantasma. So we have the replay. You want to know just how bad Phantasma did? Firstly, let's actually run this back. So we have Jelly 121, 122. Jelly Eye was off the screen when they crossed, but it was about 121, 122. And then 10 seconds. 10 seconds for Phantasma. You want to know how bad Phantasma did on that. Okay? 10 seconds. Horrible. Absolutely trash-tastic.
Looking at the
We got
finish
the
line camera.
Goal line
Four
cam.
come across. Big
Finish
gap
line
back.
cam.
5th, 6th, 7th. Oh, did we have a DNF in this?
Did we have a DNF? No, we did not, Greg Woods. Phantasma was just that slow. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Do you know how much of an eternity 10 seconds is in a speed race? Usain Bolt would have run like 120 meters in 10 seconds. That man goes zooming. Jelly Eye could have won another race in 10 seconds because Jelly Eye just had that Newman in it. Jelly Eye beat Newman down that course. Jelly Eye could have done that whole thing twice in that 10 seconds that it took Phantasma to cross the finish line. No, we did not have a DNF in race 2. Phantasma was just that slow, and the goal line cam just cut away because, like, not even worth it. Half speed, we'd have to wait 20 seconds between Jelly Eye and Phantasma. GG to any Phantasma. We're not even in race 3. Race 3 gets worse. You think 10 seconds behind the leader. How can it get worse? It gets way worse for Phantasma. Didn't even realize Phantasmanian. That's an interesting name to call him, but Phantasma.
One. Perhaps I just miscounted. Ah, no, Phantasma.
Perhaps I miscounted. My goodness. You already know what time it is. Oh, there's Peapod on the screen. Look at Peapod. You already know what time it is. It's time for Grog Woods. Oh, we didn't even see Jelly. That's how fast Jelly Eye was. That's how slow Phantasma was. We get the cut of the replay cam. We don't even get to see Jelly Eye cross the finish line. Oh no, there we go. There we go. Okay. And then an eternity. So intense.
At the finish line camera.
Finish line camera.
Top.
Man, credit Minos. Minos out here making some absolute bangers. Okay. Half Speed still goes hard. This music is absolutely something else.
Come across. Big gap back. 5th, 6th, 7th. Oh, did we have a DNF in this one?
Oh, we have DNF in this.
Perhaps I just miscounted. Ah, no, Phantasma.
Beautiful. Beautiful Grogwoods moment. If I can remember where I put the settings. There we go. And as soon as I saw Jelly Eye win, I knew it was over. I knew it was going to be Jelly Eye. Was not ready for it. Was still mentally preparing for it. Still in denial about it. Stop the count. Stop the count. You know, I do not accept the results of these 3 races. Peapod is still champion. Mimi is still the champion. Mimi best marble. Mimi best racer. If you take, you know, numbers out of it, if you take times and you take placements out of this entirely, Mimi number 1, okay? Mimi best. But Dang did not like seeing Gollum or Jelly Eye, especially Jelly Eye at the top. Did not like seeing Jelly Eye. I know. 4 points. 4 points is easy to happen in this one. No, it was gonna go way bad. Best freak marble that starts with M-I, or start with M, I guess. No, best. Not even best marble, not even best freak marble. Best. Mimi, best. Okay? Maximum levels of cope. We've reached maximum levels of cope. Just wait till qualifiers. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If someone asked, am I ready for qualifiers? I am not ready for qualifiers. I need to stock up on high doses of copium. Because we are gonna reach levels of cope that have never been reached in these qualifiers. No idea how it turns out. Apparently, and this was leaked. This was announced yesterday during my 5th year anniversary of this channel stream. That Yellow's Marble Runs was in. That apparently, right? They're prepping all this merchandise ahead of the Marble League 2023 season. You got the honeycombs, right? You have, I don't think they have the bees out yet. They definitely have some things, but they have a lot of the Marble League 2023 logos. They have a nice jersey for sale. It seems how the process is, they have a bunch of graphics that they want on merchandise, and then they send a folder with all the designs, and they go, all right, and here you go, merchandise team. Here are all of the designs we want on merchandise. Well, apparently, they got a little ahead of themselves because there were the Marble League 2023 lineup. Because, you know, if you see any of the Marbula 1 shirts, some of them have the Marbula 1 lineup on the back. Apparently, one of them had the Marble League 2023 lineup, all 16 qualified teams on the shirt. Oops-a-daisies. Only 10 people saw it, allegedly, and they're keeping it on the low, as was mentioned in the chat. Exact quotes, keeping it on the low. Very hush-hush. So there are people who know. I am not one of them. But there's gonna be so much cope in 2 weeks. I'll be excited for it. More so than I'm coping right now, because I'm coping hard. All right. Yeah, last race. And Greg was like, I wonder if the rain is letting up. No, it is even worse than before. It is raining harder than it was in race 1. Very fantastic finale. And then it's Jelly Eye. And then it's like, okay, Jelly Eye. GG, let's go home. Let's wrap it up. It's over. There's something that Jelly Eye got that none of these other racers got, that certainly Peapod doesn't. Because Peapod, another early jump in third. And trying to run it back, trying to beat Jelly Eye. But Jelly Eye just playing some nice defense. Just can't over it. He just can't get over it. Look at this. Goes high on that wall. Peapod stay right bam in the middle. And it's like, oh. Trying to get a passing lane. Look at that. All clear on the left, but look at this move. Jelly Eye cuts it back, bonks him. And then that is as close as Peapod gets to first. That's it. And then slows it down. They're all slowing down at that spot. Jelly Eye didn't slow down at that spot or any spot. Jelly Eye just absolutely steamrolling over everyone. And then Peapod just absolute skill issue. One bonk was as close as Peapod got to winning anything, to at least saving face. Absolute pain, and then Jelly Eye. It is Jelly Eye's world, and we are all living in it, unfortunately. Peapod likes the starting ramp, the Saiyan not so much. Yes, so Peapod would do really well at M1. Really well at M1. Oh, and that's... Hold on. That's the DNF. That was BotBox. BotBox, another one of those marbles, stealing Mimi's spot out of Group C. Thought we didn't see it. Heard the crowd reaction. Heard Greg was going, oh, there's DNF. Thought we didn't see it. I don't believe we got a replay. Yeah, and then Jelly Eye just there. Peapod looked like they pushed him off. Whoa. Wait a minute. Remember a couple of DNFs last go around thought, oh, did someone push somebody? Turned out it was just a trick at the camera angle. There was no pushing and shoving involved. There's Peapod. There's BotBox. Peapod might have thrown some elbows. Look at this. We got a Be Kind rewind. We might have to go to some Grog Woods on this. Peapod taking it high. BotBox taking it higher. Is that a trick of the light? Is that just camera angle? Could have been some contact. Peapod going down, BotBox going up. Could have just been momentum. Could have just been going up high on a low wall. Or it could be Peapod going, hey, BotBox. Boom. Boom. Peapod did not push him off. I don't know. BotBox took too high of a route. Okay, maybe. Maybe that was the case. But I did not know that we got to see BotBox flying off the course. Because then we get that nice whip pan. We can't focus on BotBox being a skill issue, Peapod being a skill issue. Jelly Eye has his own show. This is Jelly Eye's world, and we are all living in it. To the behest of anyone not named Jelly Eye, and I believe I am using behest correctly. Someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong, which more often than not, I am when it comes to these $10 words, $5 words. Point being, I don't like that Jelly Eye's winning, and I don't like that they're winning in a fashion that means that it's uncontested. This is an absolute uncontested victory. Jelly Eye steamrolling. And then everybody else. This is everybody else. This is me in Mario Kart, okay? I'm at the front, and that's everybody else. And then Peapod trying to work it back. Although we do have more DNFs. The most of any. Like, not even SMR will have DNFs like this. In the rain. In the sand. And then it's just Jelly Eye. SMH my head and Peapod. Yeah, Jelly not even in any battle for anything. It is just Jelly Eye got that dog in him. But yeah, don't even know how that happened. Don't even know how that happened. It looked like Peapod had second in the bag, was gonna save face. It was theirs to lose, and guess what? They lost it. They lost it. Peapod, what happened? You were the favorite to win. You had second place, and you lose to some luchador. Look, it's Jelly Eye and no one else. And then Peapod and no one else. And still somehow Peapod loses second. By way of only having 3 DNFs. 3 out of 8 racers found dirt. Found sand. Jelly Eye, 2 straight wins. Absolute GOAT performance. And Phantasma. Don't even get to see Phantasma. That hurts. That hurts. We get to see Botbox failing. Okay? At least we get some closure with Botbox. Not that I wanted any closure with Botbox. Not that I'm salty or anything. Not that I'm salty hoping that Jelly Eye and Botbox fail. Hoping that Peapod succeeds. Hoping that Mimi will put the team on their back, though. Hoping because Mimi best, Mimi cute, Mimi the greatest. Not that I'm salty or anything. That I have to watch a marble that I wanted nothing to do with. A marble that I wanted no success to come to. Have only success come to them. Not that I'm salty or anything. But where's Phantasma in this? Phantasma's at least cute. Tim in the chat, Pog. Yes, hello Tim Ritz, creator of the Marble League logos. And also the logos like what are here behind me. Can we get a Copium logo for like this channel or for like Marble Base? Because we need some I at least need some copium. Can't wait to see my favorite team, the Cobalts. Hey, where the Cobalts? Don't worry, Cobalt Possum. We can cope together. We can cope together. See, we did. I wonder how much footage is out there. Because I've been getting some absolute gems lately. Yesterday I got some never before seen. It might be released sometime. But as it stands, it is unreleased footage. It is a compilation effect. I have footage that is the behind the scenes for the behind the scenes. That is how exclusive the footage I have is. I wonder if I could score some of this footage of Phantasma absolutely eating dirt. Because we don't even get that. We don't even see Jelly Eye coming across the line. Because like, yeah, it's Jelly Eye. It's Jelly Eye winning. We got like a couple back and forth. There wasn't even an overtake in any part of that replay. Like, at least show some of the DNFs. Like, the angles must exist of some of these marbles absolutely failing. Yeah, Fury, Phantasma, and Bot Box. We saw Bot Box, but we didn't see Phantasma or Fury DNF. We can cope in the showdown where the Orangers will be. Orangers aren't going in. They ain't gonna be in the showdown. I mean, you can clip this when it goes poorly. You can clip it when it goes poorly. But the who's the team in the brilliant orange? They're the Orangers. Something citrus fruit. True, they're the Orangers. Best chant. Orangers' best chant. Dino is experienced coping. I've been pink for a year. Of course I'm coping. Of course I'm coping. 1 week. 1 week. And I'll be orange again. 1 week. 1 week. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Hey. Hey. It's good for the economy. Helps everyone. Hurts no one. It's free real estate. Alright, yeah. Thesaurus, Xenosaurus, impromptu ASMR. Why not? I bet you I could get some of the footage of Fury and Phantasma DNFing because that sucks for them because I like them. I'm Luchador, sure. Peapod. All it took for them to take third is for 3 racers to DNF. If they don't, if these racers don't DNF, Peapod is not taking third in this race. And Jelly Eye, who knew if you won 2 of the 3 races, you would win the whole tournament, the whole finals at least, but the finals is for the whole tournament. So for the whole tournament, I gotta swallow my pride. Round of applause for Jelly Eye. Pains me to say it. But congratulations to Jelly Eye. Jelly Eye stonks through the roof now. The price of a Jelly Eye marble about to be $10,000 on eBay. If an Among Us shaped chicken nugget from a BTS McDonald's meal can sell on eBay for $10,000, surely a Jelly Eye marble could at least get like $5. Maybe, depends on how these are going. And yes, this is a real statement that I just said. I hate it just as much. But not as much as Jelly Eye winning it. Nope, gotta be nice. Gotta be nice. Congratulations, Jelly Eye. You Mike Wazowski wannabe. And then Gollum, you're there too. C-3PO, why not? They are the rarest, so like, Gollum didn't need no help for they stonks to go through the roof. They're literally gold. They are the rarest marble. And then Johnny's there. Flame Fighter, Peapod, Botbox, Phantasma, and Fury. Phantasma design on point. The most surprising difference between costume and marble of the Freak marbles. I should be leaning like this. Leaning like this, I go away from the camera. It's just because my monitor is right here. I have the monitor here that I'm reading the chat, that I'm monitoring all of my stuff, and then the monitor right here that I'm watching everything go down on, and then this camera that is watching me break down. So if I want to lean into the microphone, I should do it like this. Because this, you don't really see the back of my head. That's bad staging. From my days in theater. Go like this. That's proper staging. You see my face. But I can see like, hey. That's too much of the wire there. It looks creepy. Hey. Timbrits. Phantasma logo? Freak Marble logo? Could you imagine a Tim Ritz design on a pack of Freak Marbles? And then be like, as seen on Yella's Marble runs. Could you imagine? I don't believe these are out yet. Could you imagine like the cards? Because all these come with the cards. We can go back to all of this, the intros, right? All of these marbles. Oh, here, good marble to land on. Phantasma, goat, want a Phantasma. But every marble is coming with a card that doesn't look exactly like this, but it comes with information that does look like this. Could you imagine a Jelly Eye card under these stats being Freak Marble, Yella's Marble Runs, Freak Marble Tournament champion? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? That'd be amazing. To just keep that connection. And maybe like we could have some logos. Well, I'm not sure. They need logos. They sort of are logos. They are sort of logos. We'll see. We'll wait with bated breath. Time for me to just recycle my own old Ghost Marble logo. What is the Ghost Marble logo? Tim Time, yes. This I gotta see. All right. What else is there? We got the no podium, which I guess is I don't know, for the best. Maybe they couldn't get a podium big enough. The only podium I'm interested is that Komomeri, but that cannot happen. Sad times at Ridgemont High for the Cobalts. So what are we saying? Well, is it Indigo Momeri? I think is the blessed podium headed into this 2023 Marvel League season, which is happening. Updated banner. I have my October calendar in hand because I haven't pinned this to my wall yet. We are all finished with the Freak Marble Tournament. Next week, only official marbles get... Yeah, only Mimi. Once Mimi gets a podium spot, it's going to be only Mimi on the podium because Mimi's the only marble you need on that podium. So we are done with the Freak Marble Tournament. And we do have the Marble League draw next week. We did it. We survived. Round of applause. If I had a soundboard, that's where we would have some canned applause. I might have some on FL Studio. This is the Mimi diss track as it stands. But there should be some applause in here somewhere. Once they get around to it, I'll find it eventually. So don't know where the October 27th event 1 date is coming from. I guess that does make sense. But I don't know, man. I feel like that's too long. I mean, it's great because it'll give me time to make a video about all of the marbles all the teams that don't make it in. But 2 weeks. Next week is the draw. I will be here live after the draw. We will have so many totally accurate predictions. We will have a tier list for predictions of the qualifiers. And then in 2 weeks, we will have the Marble League 2023 qualifiers. We are done with the Freak Marble Tournament. Jelly Eye, congrats. Mimi, ice up. Hopefully they'll be back for season 2. But we have made it. It only took 9 months. But we have made it to another Marble League season. Get to see Team Momo next week. That is the correct response. No cobalts, though. Sad times. Sad times. Hoping that the showdown's going to be individual videos. That does sound like, as Jim Turn has mentioned in Marble Base, that does seem like what it's going to be. Individual videos for the showdown. Don't know how that scheduling is going to be. Hopefully we're not getting one video every week. But could you imagine? Could you imagine? Three videos a week? Three videos a week? We get 2 Marble League events? And then a showdown event? Could you imagine seeing these showdown teams more often than just 2 videos a year? I'm hyped for that. I'm here for that. I'm in support of that. I'm loving it. So we got the draw next week. We got the qualifiers. Gonna be here. How does math work? 7 o'clock? Okay, so that's still just noon. That's still just noon for qualifiers and for the draw. Gonna be live after that. Depending on how these qualifiers go, I might be streaming for 8 hours. I might be streaming for an eternity. I might not end a live stream. I might just stream for the entire months of October, November, December. Depending on how these qualifiers go. Because leave it to me to turn a 15-minute video into an hour of content. So we'll see. Hey, we'll see. I do see a lot of questions about what teams I think are going to make it, what teams I don't think are going to make it. Those will be answered. Those will be answered after the draw once we see how these groups pan out. If these groups, these draws are anything like the last 2 years, I don't think the O-Rangers and the Speeders are going to be in the same group. That's just how it's panned out for whatever reason. And it actually might be a head-to-head. I don't know how the pairings are made for the draw. I believe it is based somehow off of the standings from last year, but I don't know exactly how. But there'll be complete knee-jerk reactions and totally accurate predictions for the draw. Mainly the knee-jerk reactions feeding into the totally accurate predictions. That's where we break out the LeBron commercial. We're going to the league. We're going to the league. Based on last year's standings. That is how the draw pairings are chosen. And then qualifiers, we're going to have, hopefully not me sobbing into a microphone. Knock on wood, knock on all the wood in the world. I do live in a forest. I might just go to every single tree. It's probably 10,000 trees in my vicinity. Got to knock on all of them. But the qualifiers, that is where we will have some more totally accurate predictions. And that is when we create our bingo. That is going to be an absolutely hype stream. 2 weeks, hope to have some semblance of a normal video out before that. But we do have another Marble League season upon us. We made it! We made it! And that can only mean one thing. Oh, it doesn't do it live. That's a shame. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it live. That's right. Broncos country. That's right. Come on. That's right. That's still my face there. Still my face. That's right. Come on. Come on. Team Momo, ML23 champs. They will win every single gold available. They will win 16 in the main tournament. Somehow pop down into the showdown just to steal all those golds. They will have this tourney clinched by event 9. It'll be the year the Momo. They got the reigning Marbula 1 MVP. Not that it accounts for a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. A lot than, more so than some of these other teams can say. Speeders for 2024. No, wrong, incorrect. Incorrect. Speeders. Boo. No speeders. I will go and say that as much as I like the O-Rangers, right? Arguably the #1 O-Rangers fan. Although I have been the Pinkies stan for a year. Let's actually, we do have this up. We do have this up. I am so excited. Actually, we need to go back to this one. Y'all don't even know. Look at this. Next week. Out with the pink. It was some orange. In with some orange. Feeling so good. This will get rolled out next week during the stream following the Marble League draw to get completely hyped up for these qualifiers. We did it. We did it. Just need to see this again. Absolute beauty. Oh, looked a bit glitchy. Hold on. I actually haven't seen it. Looked a bit... Okay. Bit glitchy. I need to go back and do that. You can see the pink disappears behind his body, and then he paints the logo. Just a bit... Like, this is clean. That's a clean transition, but it gets a bit glitchy there. Have to redo that. It'll be rolled out after this next one. This next stream. Because we back. We back in it. Absolute hype. Absolute gloriousness. It'll be really pinky. Really pinky. It'll be really funny if the Pinkies win again. Then I'll have to be pink for another year. Probably. I'd be okay with the Pinkies repeating. Like, we have never had a repeat champion in a Marble League. Okay, had it in the Showdown. Doesn't do a whole lot. Had in Marbula 1. Doesn't do a whole lot. We've never had a repeat champion. Pinkies might as well be the first one. Everyone's saying Marble League 23, odd year, Fruit Circuit year. Limer's the only Fruit Circuit team to not win. But here's the thing that people forget, okay? Here is the thing that people forget about the Limers. They're bad. The Limers are terrible. And yet Pinkies stunk up the joint the last couple of years before their title run. But they had some semblances of being good. 2017, you have, the Showdown. Before they win it, they get a silver overall. Turn that into a silver in the main league. Shut me up. I can't say anything about anything, but the Limers are bad. Sure, Pinky's got dead last in the 2016 Marble League, but adjusted for modern scoring, who actually takes dead last? As I bonk the pop filter with my glasses. The Limers. Limers are trash. If you need any prediction coming out of this, is that the Limers don't even make it to the main show. They don't even make it to the main show. So you got 3 good Fruit Circuit teams in the Limers. Fruit Circuit teams have the precedent of winning in an odd year. Even with the precedent, I think there is a better chance for the Pinkies to repeat than a Fruit Circuit team to win in 2023. And that is what I am putting out right now on paper, on video, DVD and video cassette. That is what I'm putting out there, is that the Pinkies have a better chance at repeating than a Fruit Circuit team winning this year. And as much as I'm getting pink off of everything that Pink has touched in relation to this channel, as much as I am going back to the O-Rangers stan, I'm actually hoping the Pinkies repeat, Oh, yeah, but Team Momo is winning. I forgot about that. I did forget that Team Momo is winning 2023. So, sorry, Pinkies, you'll have to wait for another title. Because it is the year of the Momo. Indigo Momo Mary. Hard Carup is upon us. Anyone but the Speeders. Please, dear God, anyone but the Speeders. Anyone but. If the Speeders win, clip and post on X. Who calls the X? Nobody calls the X. Elon bought that thing for $44 billion so he could be a bigot. And messed up everything that was working, and now it's worth $8 billion. Manned up $44 billion. And it's worth $8 billion now. Point being, Indy, go, Mo, Mary, podium incoming. Blessed podium, the best podium we want. Mo, Mo. Mo, Mo. Mo, Mo. Mo, Mo. It's happening. So hype. Marble League is back. Only took an entire calendar year. But here we go. Out of a really nice tournament. Really loved Freak Marbles. Hope to see it again. Hope to see Mimi again. Hope to gently hold Mimi. Hope that they actually win next time. But we are into the thick of the Marble League 2023 season. I will see you after the draw, where we will overreact so hard. So many predictions. So many tier lists. Oh, by the way, completely forgot. Since I got you here. Completely forgot. This was my prediction. Just so you can laugh at me some more. Look at this. Wanna do well, will do well. Piggly, Peapod, Baby Bug, and Mimi all up in there. Dreams did not come true. Wanna do well, won't do well. I mean, Phantasma made it. And then both the eyeballs up in this. This one is Monster Eye. They're the DJ. This one is Jelly Eye. Sad times. Sad times. Alright. Alright, thank you all for watching. We'll be back here after the draw. And as always, Waluigi's going to take us out. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. Momo Goat. Goodbye.